What's up everybody, and welcome to a brand new video of Props and 3D. If you want to find out how I created this torso, this is one of many parts of a fully 3D printed statue of the Saint Seiya franchise, then don't go away, this video will be for you. So today's video is going to be part one of the biggest projects that I'm going to do so far. And if you haven't checked out my previous video where I introduced that I'm going to start with this fully 3D printed life-size statue of someone from the Saint Seiya franchise. And this is going to be the character Dohko from the sign Libra. So if you haven't seen that video, go check out following that link at the top. But yes, it's officially the start of this this project. And in part one, I'm going to focus on the torso and the shoulders, because as already explained, I want something to present the next convention, which will be made in Asia next year in March or April, I'm not sure yet. So that's why I'm going to start with the bust, so I can present at least the bust, the head, the shoulders, etc. And the legs I will do afterwards. So I didn't do any post-processing so far. Everything came fresh off the 3D printer. The only thing that I did, because I wanted to show you, is I installed magnets. I always do that because of the transportation. I'm present on some conventions, and yeah, we're talking about a life-size statue, and if everything would be fixed, the arm, the legs, the head, it would be almost impossible to transport it, or maybe send it to a new buyer, I don't know. So that's why in the head, in the arms, the waist, the legs, I'm going to put as much as magnets everywhere. And just to show you a comparison with or without the magnets, so here you have no magnets at all, it's very loose, but with the magnets it clips on and it won't fall off. I really have to put some force in there to get the shoulder piece off the torso. And I did the same in the back with the shoulder armor, some magnets here and here, and everything is staying in place where it should be, and it won't fall off. I don't know if the camera is picking this up, but you can see clearly some lines over here, like the two parts are glued together. I think here you can also see it, and yes, that's true. Also here in the torso, because I like to split my files as much as possible. And the reason I do that is, if I would print the torso in one piece, or the shoulder armor, and it fails, I need to redo the whole thing. But if you split them and you print them separately, the two pieces, if this piece fails, I only need to reprint that one piece and not the whole armor again. But yes, I do admit, afterwards you need to glue everything together, fill in some extra gaps or holes or whatsoever. But it's definitely worth the extra time and effort to yeah, split them, print them separately, and afterwards gluing them together. So by now you all know what's coming up next, a lot of time lapses, but I'm going to spare you the sanding parts as much as possible. And just like you, I'm very excited concerning this project, because yeah, I also want to see the end result, of course. And I really do hope that all the time and labor will pay off in the end. So with that being said, let's get started. Yeah, my bad guys, I forgot to hit the record button, but I think it's pretty obvious. So with an airbrush and this gold paint, I highlighted all the pieces that I wanted to show up more, and covered the black paint, but you still see a little bit, ever so slightly, the black paint coming through, and of course this is something that the effect that I want. So for the next step, I'm going to cover everything again which I already painted, and I'm going to spread over with the gold everywhere. And for this I'm going to use this Tamiya masking tape for curves, which allows me to follow the contour of yeah, those pieces that I don't want to be painted. So let's continue.
the next thing that we are going to do is adding a thin line between the two colors, which gives a more correct look, and I like it like that. If you take a look at the other piece, which I didn't do so far, the two colors are correctly separated. There is no paint bleeding, but it's too neat for my personal taste. And after adding this line, you will get this result. So to make things easier, we're going to use this masking tape and work in small batches. I already applied a small piece over here, and I'm going to work towards the other pieces on the armor. And for that we are going to use this shade called Seraphim Sepia from Citadel. It's a brown colored shade which matches the gold color perfectly, and as you can see, this is of course the result that I was looking for. And I also applied some gold on the candy orange because it was too vibrant for my personal taste. And yeah, I think the result is there and is more accurate.
And here you have it, everyone. The torso is finished. To be honest, it took me quite a while to figure out the perfect coloring, shading, the gold types, but I think I nailed it correctly because I didn't want to go for a too cartoony look and also not a too realistic look. Concerning the construction, nothing has changed, and what I mean by that, I still place magnets everywhere. So again, everything is still detachable. For showcase purposes, I created some shorter arms because yeah, these are all flat and the original ones have the key joints, etc., and we don't want to see that for the moment. But as you can see, everything is still detachable with the magnets. It stays in place. So concerning that, nothing has changed, and I will continue using this method for the other parts. So I hope you like it. I hope you learned something from this video. If you have any questions, feel free to put them down below in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer them for you. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by becoming a YouTube member with a subscription of your choice, or go ahead and check out my Patreon page. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos, because yeah, I will continue this fully 3D printed life-size statue of Dohko. And the new channel name doesn't mean I'm going to change my types of video, so you all know what's coming up next. I will leave you all with some cinematic footage of this torso, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching, and Props and 3D signing out. Bye everybody.